Last year, I bought the first version of Under Armour Infinite Elite. After just a couple of runs, I dropped them and never ran in them again. They were just no fun to run in. Fast forward to 2025, Under Armour has released the second version, the Infinite Elite 2. At first, I was reluctant to give this a try, but after seeing some early comments, I decided to give them a second chance. And now, having tested this, I feel that Under Armour listened to the feedback from the first version and made several changes in the second version. They've made it lighter, softer, and bouncier. Where the first version felt heavy and clunky, these are nimbler and more forgiving. And it looks entirely different from the first version too. But in this era of amazing daily trainers, are these changes enough to make these shoes worth your money? Plus, there is also one issue to consider, which I feel may be a make or break. So stay tuned if you are considering this shoe, because that one issue may be a deal breaker for many runners. But first, let's take them on a run. As always, I bought these shoes with my own money. No brand sponsorship, no free pairs. I always aim to give honest and unbiased reviews to help runners make the best running shoe choices. This new version, the one I hold up here, the Infinite Elite 2, in no way looks anything like the first version, the Infinite Elite 1. The upper this time is changed, so we now have a double-layered engineered knit. The inner layer is so smooth and feels very, very nice around my feet, even without wearing any stockings. The outer layer is a net-like mesh. Overall, it is more breathable and feels much more comfortable around my feet than the first version. The tongue is slightly thinner when compared with the first version. However, it is still thick and soft enough to give very nice comfort under the laces. Unlike the simple gusset you have in the first version, the whole of the tongue kind of blends with this inner sock liner, to give that kind of booty feel to these new shoes. There's ample collar and heel counter padding. In the second version, it lost the TPU heel clip, I think in a bid to also reduce the weight of these shoes. However, there's still enough structure in this heel counter to give nice heel support. It has a small Under Armour branding on the inner side, a logo branding on the outer side, and on the tongue, you have the Infinite Elite 2. The insole is removable, thick and soft, and feels very nice underfoot. Now getting to the midsole, it still features a high stack, wide platform, beaded TPU-based HOVR Plus midsole. But in this version, it is so much softer and bouncier. This is very easy to compress, and you can feel the rebound, compared with the previous version where I have to put more effort to be able to compress them to the same level. Now this still has side walls. This midsole rises up on the side, creating a kind of cup into which the foot sits. And coupled with the wide platform of these shoes, they still maintain very nice stability. The shoe has an 8mm drop. Now the stack of these shoes is not on their website, but some reviewers are quoting 36mm. But when I had this on my feet, they are still at the same level as the first version. And when I compare with its shoes of non-stack, they felt more like a 38mm to me. These are actually high stack shoes when you are standing on them, and they feel very soft and cushy. The outsole rubber design, thickness and coverage are exactly the same between the first and the second version. It's still thick and durable. Now let's talk weight. I put this on the scale, and the weight between the two shoes, an average of 317 grams in my size US 11. In the same size in the previous version, it weighed 363 grams, a whopping 46 grams lighter than the first version. And when you put this on feet, you feel them. These feel so much lighter than the first version. For me, they fit true to size. I got my usual size here, US size 11, and they fit me perfectly. Excellent shoe length, nice shoe width, just enough to give me that wiggle room without actually being extra. Those who have kind of a wide fit, they are not going to have any issues with these shoes at all. There's ample room in the toe box here. The lockdown is superb, both in the midfoot and in the heel. Arch support is great. Stepping comfort here is very good all round. But there's one problem that I have with these shoes, and that is the heel tab. If you look at the heel tab in the first version, you notice that this kind of leans back a little. But in the new version, it kind of leans forward. And that is a problem for me because these were actually impinging significantly on the back of my ankle, causing serious discomfort. When leaning forward during a run, they are a little less, but still quite discomforting. But not as much as when I'm walking. So now with all the specs and design out of the way, let's talk about the actual running experience. How did these shoes feel when I took them on a run? First, I must state that they feel entirely different than the feeling you get from the first version. These felt light and soft underfoot, and they completely cushioned my ride, whether I was landing on my heel, my midfoot, or in my forefoot. The cushion is really nice and soft. It's comparable to the cushion of the Nimbus 25, but these are much bouncier. The hip bevel and the modest rocker here gave very smooth transitions. The grip on the pavement is very good. Yes, they are very responsive for a daily trainer, and coupled with its lightweight, they felt very nimble. Nice cushion, lightweight, good rebound. That's the combo you need for a nice fun run. I feel these shoes will make a great shoe for easy runs, recovery runs, and even tempo paces. Yes, they are that responsive. So ordinarily, I should be very excited with this new version, right? Well, I'm not. The heel tab hurt the back of my ankles, and I ultimately couldn't make a significant distance in these shoes. Because I really like these shoes, I tried to run in them with a thick stocking, but still they hurt the back of my ankle and I had to stop. Unfortunately, that is a deal breaker for me, and I will have to return these shoes. This makes me question, is it peculiar to my feet? Because I wonder how their testers couldn't pick up this problem during the development stage. It pours cold water on what would have been otherwise an outstanding shoe. I don't know if anybody has run with this shoe and had similar problems. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you felt something similar to this in this new version, or if it feels perfectly okay for you, still also let us know in the comments. So if you want to try these shoes, if you are getting them from the store, you can always check it out yourself. But if you are buying this online, make sure you get them from where you can return them. So that if you test this and this heel tab is a problem for you like it is for me, you'll be able to return them and use your money for something else. I feel sad about these shoes because this is one shoe that I really wanted to keep. They felt so nice, nimble, and buoyant underfoot. So guys, that's it for these shoes. I hope you've enjoyed the review. If you gained something out of this, please like the video, subscribe to the channel for more videos, and let me see you in the next one.